Drama in court as Bryan Kohberger pleads guilty to stabbing 4 University of Idaho students to death.
The murder of Madison Mogen, how do you plead guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
For the murder of Kaylee Gonsalves, how do you plead guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
The murder of Xana Kernodle, a human being, how do you plead guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
The murder of Ethan Chapin, a human being, how do you plead guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
Bryan Kohberger appeared detached as he walked into that courtroom and seemed to show no emotion as he admitted to killing each of those 4 college students. He didn't make eye contact with his family members seated in the front row or with any of the victims' relatives, but one of those relatives was grief-stricken, wiping away tears as Kohberger entered each of those guilty pleas.
He was just really cold, and he looked very pale and just no emotion when he's admitting to 4 brutal murders, and I didn't see him look over at the victims' families either.
The judge complained about the public outcry over the plea deal, saying his hands are tied.
This court cannot require the prosecutor to seek the death penalty.
The shocking plea deal means Kohberger will be sentenced to 4 consecutive life prison terms without possibility of parole. But he is not required to reveal details of his horrific crimes. And that is angering the victims' families. The father of 21-year-old Kaylee Gonsalves called on the judge to reject the plea bargain, calling it a deal with the devil.
You don't think 4 life sentences is justice?
No, of course not. It's daycare. Prison is daycare, people.
If you could tell the judge one thing today, what would it be?
Do what's right. Do what you know. I mean, 4 people died in their sleep.
There was an emotional scene on the courthouse steps as other members of the Gonsalves family entered, but he stayed outside in protest. But the families are divided. The family of Madison Mogen is happy with the deal.
We support the plea agreement 100%.
Many questions remain unanswered. Do you think the family members will ever hear why this was done?
I know there's this yearning from the family members to find out the motive, to find out where the knife is, to find out why this happened. I've learned that the prosecution and the investigators have told the families that after the sentencing happens, that they'll sit down with them and tell them everything they know.
Kohberger appeared in court in a shirt and tie. He stood to take the oath to tell the truth, perhaps the last time he will ever wear civilian clothes.